Okay, well, here we are, and it's Father's Day. I've always, for the first time I'm breaking a tradition that I do is usually on Father's Day beforehand I read some lesson sermons of Dr. Bassell with regard to Father's Day, because I've always found Father's Day to be maybe a difficult thing to talk about, because, being a father, it's maybe too close to home, I'm not sure. But one of the things that I've, in Dr. Bassell's lesson sermons, is he always talked about that he felt that fathers did not live up to their potential. They weren't nearly as, successful or noteworthy in their performance as a father. When compared to mothers and motherhood. Dr. Bassell was very fond of his mother, and he was very fond of women in general. He thought that they sacrificed a great deal, for their children, and that the fathers didn't do quite the same thing. They weren't nearly as much there. And as I look at that and I think about it for myself, I just wonder if maybe that's true, because in the time that Dr. Bassell was coming up, that he went through a couple world wars, and we certainly know about the effort that took place in the Second World War by the mothers, and his fathers were off to war. And I don't know whether that's true or not, and I can't speak for all fathers. I guess I can only speak for myself, and I know that many times I haven't measured up to what I think is appropriate, and that's certainly I'm the most, what do I want to call it in my life, the preeminent judge of what I do as to whether it measures up or doesn't measure up, and it really doesn't matter a great deal to me what others think about it. But I find myself failing in many ways, but the more that I look at it, I think we all do the best that we can when we can. And the singular most important thing about being a father and about being any human being has been touched upon this morning. And that singular most important thing is assuming responsibility for everything in your life, regardless of what it is. Not walking away from it and blaming it on someone else or something else or events or situations or the economy. You just accept responsibility for every person, every event, everything that you do, everything that you don't do. They're all choices. So as we accept responsibility for that, it allows us this incredible freedom of growth. Because what happens when we don't accept responsibility is that we don't look at things that are perhaps holding us behind, from progressing further. We keep them in the background, not wishing to face them, and they prevent our progress because we're not facing them and addressing them. The sole responsibility that we have as a being here on the planet is to accept responsibility and to move forward. So as we look at that, and it's kind of been a key thing within my life and with what I've taught Matthew, and I believe that I've taught him really well in that area. He is a young man that assumes responsibility for what goes on. He may not like it. He may want to change it or do something else, but he does look at it and accept responsibility. And he weighs it into his actions and the decisions that he makes. So I'm okay on this Father's Day, maybe for the first time in a long time, and I'm really happy with the people and events and the situations, and even those things that I would have another way. I know that they've been there in my life, and they're a product of having made certain decisions that in times gone past, and then we come to a point and everything has its bloom and its flower, and but I honestly can say that I would not trade anything or anyone that I have in my life to have something different going on. There's still many things I wish to do and I wish to accomplish, but not at the cost of the people, the events, the situations that I presently have in my life. So, this is a good Father's Day for me as I look around and I celebrate it. And I just encourage everyone on this day, and I really don't care what your walk of life is and who you are, who you're not. Just look at your life, accept who and what you are, accept what you've become, accept where you might be going, and just each day try to do the best that you can each day and make the best decisions that you can, grace things as best you can with as much love and as much kindness. Accept challenges, accept opportunities, great or small. Try not to get too caught up in thinking about accomplishing these great things in life, as they seem to come along all by themselves. It's accomplishing the little things and accepting responsibility for the little things and enjoying every moment of every day. As we enjoy each moment, our health improves, our friendships improve, our attitude improves, life itself has a better aspect. Our scripture lesson today has this whole connotation about it. In the beginning is the Word. And so what's your word today as you look around you? And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And it is God in our life. Because what is our word? I see too many people that don't look at all of the aspects of what's going on in their life and don't accept them and want to deny them, and so they lead a false life to themselves. They really don't know who and what they are because they've created this front that's not there. And they seem to fight and chafe at the bit and be angry with events and situations, and that's just a difficult life once that sets in. It's for us to enjoy, embrace, and accept, and bless those things. Just truly, we have it, we're richly blessed. We just have it so good. Thinking of an individual right now that's retired this year from a teaching profession. He's been teaching for 40 years, and he has his retirement. And he's married. He doesn't have any children of his own, but the love and the kindness that he showed for all of the children that at least that I've seen, and they're difficult kids to deal with. I mean, people in their 18, 19, 20 years old in this generation, and he's always treated them with kindness, love, and respect, firmness. He never imposed his will from anything that I'd say. I'd say, okay, this is the way this has to be done. And if they didn't do it, he'd just go, good luck. And in the months ensuing, they'd find out why that was wrong. But a very kind man. And as a result, has many young men and women that love and care for him dearly. And he and I are very close in age. I do think he's a year or two older. But he certainly has my respect and admiration because of his full acceptance of everything that he was involved with. That's all I can say this morning and give to people is, just love your life, accept everything going on, enjoy this day, every minute of this day, tomorrow, the next day. Feel free. I think the biggest thing that we can give people is freedom. Freedom to make mistakes, freedom to look at things, to grow, and give yourself the same freedom to grow. And it begins by the acceptance of responsibility. It's really, truly the awakening of the soul. So with those thoughts in mind, let us move over to our acceptance statement, and we'll get on with the festivities of the day, which include the U.S. Open. All right. Now may the light illumine our mind with wisdom. May love fill our heart with understanding. May the one life shine forth from our innermost being, so that we walk renewed in light, life, love, today, tomorrow, and forever.